Now, the ANC Youth League is honouring the anniversary of the death of MK combatant Ashley Kriel. Ashley Kriel, a 20-year-old MK combatant and UDF activist from the Cape Flats, was shot dead by security police at a safe house in Athlone on this day in 1987. The ANC Youth League and Cosatu are visiting his gravesite and paying tribute to the struggle hero. Now, for more on that story, we are joined by our reporter Nasipi Same, who's in the Western Cape for that story for us. Nasipi, thank you so much for your time. Perhaps start off by giving us an update on those proceedings.
Well, a very good afternoon to you, Thabo, and also to the viewers at home. We are indeed at the Maitland Cemetery, and as you mentioned, the Youth League, together with Cosatu and also friends and family of Ashley Kriel, were here just a few minutes ago, concluded their commemoration and celebration of Ashley Kriel, who we know was shot and killed at the age of 20 at a safe house in Athlone in 1987 on the 9th of July, and also, 31 years later, following, the death of Ashley Kriel, the Youth League in the Western Cape is now calling on the youth of not only the Western Cape, but as a Youth League of the country, rather, to unite, for a just society. But just to speak more on, Ashley Kriel, I am joined by his sister, Michelle Ashore, just to talk us through who was Ashley and the kind of person what kind of person was he?
Ashley Kriel was my brother, my one and only brother. He became a young activist at a very, very young age. He engaged in the struggle since the age of 14 years old, while still at primary school. So he started at primary school level. He was involved in all the Bonteheuwel. We hail from Bonteheuwel, so he was involved in all the school bodies there, and then later he became wanted by the security police, and through his involvement, he was harassed on the school premises to the extent that he had to leave the country, and he went to join Umkhonto we Sizwe.
Michelle, earlier on you said, we shouldn't be mourning the life of the likes of Ashley Kriel and many others, who died during the struggle. You said rather we should be celebrating his life. We know that till this very day, the person who's responsible for the murder of Ashley Kriel has not been, brought to book. What are your thoughts as, the sister of Ashley Kriel on the fact that, the justice system, or rather the wheels of the justice system, has been so slow?
I feel that the justice system has failed us, and I believe not only us, there's many other families which the justice system have failed, because our call is for the murderers that murdered and maimed our family members. They should be brought to book, and it's over years now. It's now, like we said, the 31st anniversary, and the family has called before, but nothing has been done thus far. And the reason why I say that our fallen families or fallen comrades have to be celebrated rather than still at this stage to mourn them. It's due to the fact that justice hasn't prevailed yet. The perpetrators hasn't been brought to book. So obviously the family, there wasn't any closure for the family, and that is what we desperately need. Okay.
Thank you so much. That was Michelle, the sister of Ashley Kriel. On my left-hand side, I am joined by the chairperson of the Youth League in the province, Mr. Mohammed. Just talk us through, as the Youth League, why is it so important to celebrate the lives of the fallen heroes, as we are here today to celebrate the life of Ashley Kriel? And also, are we celebrating the likes of Ashley Kriel enough? Is enough done to celebrate their lives?
Thank you very much. I think not enough is done to celebrate the lives of our fallen heroes. And I say that not because there's a shortage of names or monuments named in their honor or programs. Celebration and commemoration of the lives of our fallen heroes is not only through events or even programs such as that we've had today. Celebrating their lives is through doing the practical things as well. Ensuring, number one, that those who are responsible for their killings, for their murder, are brought to book. So as a nation and even as government of the people have not done enough. Because if enough was being done, we would have seen that those who murdered Comrade Ashley Kriel would now be facing justice. Justice has not been done. And as a youth league, our celebration is going to be reflected in ensuring that we make that call and that we pursue this issue. That's number one. Also celebrating is to ensure that those who are with Ashley, that those who are able to tell us about the lives of Ashley, are able to ensure that that whatever Ashley stood for and others stood for, other heroes of our struggle stood for, the likes of Peter Mokaba, the likes of Colleen Williams, the likes of many others, that what they stood for forms a basis of our political education. And when I say political education, it's not only restricted to the Youth League or to young people who are active in political formations. It's a political education of young people in the nation. That's the way in which we ought to celebrate these lives. Yes, reflecting, having memorial lectures, those things are important. Having monuments named after them. In fact, having the school which our late commander and Comrade Ashley Kriel attended, Bonteheuwel High School, in our view as the Youth League, should be named Ashley Kriel High School. Because it's through those type of monuments and memorials that we will understand who they were, but it goes beyond that. It's about ensuring that what they stood for becomes a basis for our political education. Ensuring that we become active citizens as young people. That's the celebration. That we unite in a province like the Western Cape, that young people, not only the Youth League, but young people beyond political formations, unite and pursue our common generational mission. That we take on the issues affecting young people.
Thank you so much. That was Mohammed, who is the Youth League chairperson in the province. And also earlier on, I spoke to the sister of Ashley Kriel, who are basically calling on, the justice system to prevail, as they know that, as we all know that, the person responsible, the perpetrator or perpetrators who are responsible for the death of Ashley Kriel have not been brought to book. And also we hear from the Youth League in the province also adding that, it's not a matter of just celebrating the lives of the fallen heroes. It's also just taking it further and also drawing inspiration from what the fallen heroes like Ashley Kriel actually stood for and implementing that into our daily lives to move forward as not only as the youth and not only as youth in the Western Cape, but as youth throughout the country. And also the sister of Ashley Kriel basically also just mentioned that he was very young when, he was shot and killed. However, in his 20 years, he managed to join the MK and also, become a youth activist. And also we heard from the chairperson of the Youth League also adding that, monuments should be, or rather naming of a certain high school which he went to in Bonteheuwel should be something that should be on the cards. And he's saying that the only justice or rather commemoration that they feel is just for Ashley Kriel is when, justice has prevailed and the person responsible for his murder is behind bars.
All right, Nasipi, thank you very much. Much appreciated there. Our reporter, Nasipi Same, joining us from the Western Cape. She's just spoken to Ashley Kriel's sister, as well as the chairperson of the ANC Youth League in that province. We know that today the ANC Youth League was celebrating was celebrating the anniversary of the former MK veteran.